page 5, paragraph page 393. Okay, and our last head word was thunder, new word type of
Hmm.
question. Let's start with revision. Ready?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. When do we use the future continuous? When do we use the future continuous? We use
We
the
use
future
the
continuous
future continuous
for an action
for an
that
action
will be in
that will be
progress
in
at a
progress
particular
at a
time
particular
in the
time
future.
in the future.
Give me an example. Give me an example, please. I will be working
I will be
at
working
this time
at
tomorrow.
this time tomorrow.
What do you think he will be doing at this time tomorrow? What do you think he will be doing at this time tomorrow? I think
I
I'll
think
be
I'll be studying English
at this time
at this
tomorrow.
time at this time tomorrow.
Very good. Will you still be studying English in 50 years' time? Will you still be studying English in 50 years' time? No, I
No,
won't still
I
be
won't
studying
still be studying
English in 50
English
years'
in
time.
50 years time.
Very good. Where do you think you'll be living in 10 years' time? Where do you think you'll be living in 10 years' time? I think
I
I'll be
think
living
I'll be living
in
in Hokkaido
10 years' time.
in 10 years time.
Very good. Okay, what's this? What's this? It's an it.
It's an inch.
What's this? What's this? It's a foot.
It's a foot.
What's this? What's this? It's a yard.
It's a yard.
Very good. So, how many centimeters make an inch? How many centimeters make an inch? About two and
About
a half
2.5
centimeter
centimeter
make an inch.
make an inch.
How many inches make a foot? How many inches make a foot? 12 inches
12
make a
inches
foot.
make a foot.
How many feet make a yard? How many feet make a yard? 3 feet
3
make a
feet
yard.
make a yard.
Is a yard longer than a meter? Is a yard longer than a meter? No, a
No,
yard isn't
I
longer
that isn't
than a
longer
meter.
than meter.
It's shorter than
It's
a
shorter
meter.
than the meter.
Very good. Consequently, when we run 100 yards, do we run further than 100 meters? Consequently, when we run 100 yards, do we run further than 100 meters? No. When
No,
we run
when we run
100 yards,
100
we
yards,
don't run
we
further
don't run further
than 100 meters.
than 100
We
meters.
run less than
We run less than
100 meters.
100 meters.
Very good. Are you wearing a chain? Are you wearing a chain? Yes or no?
No,
I'm
I'm not
not
wearing
wearing
a
a chain.
chain.
Very good. What do we mean when we say someone is a chain smoker? What do we mean when we say someone is a chain smoker? When we say
When you
someone
say
is a
someone
chain
is a
smoker,
chain
we
smoker,
mean that
we mean
he
that
or she
she,
smokes
she or he smoke
one cigarette
one
after
cigarette
another without
after
stopping,
another without
like a
stopping,
chain.
like a chain.
Very good. Okay, next. What's my book doing? What's my book doing? Your book's rising
Your book's rising
in the air.
in the air.
Very good. Does the sun rise early in winter? Does the sun rise early in winter? No. The
No,
sun doesn't
the
rise
sun doesn't rise
early in winter.
early in winter.
It rises late.
It rises late.
Very good. Is the cost of living constantly rising these days? Is the cost of living constantly rising these days? Yes or no?
Yes,
The
I
cost
think
of living
that the cost of living
is constantly
is
rising these
constantly
days.
rising these days.
Very good. Okay, next. What did you do if this table slowly began to rise into the air without anybody touching it? What did you do if this table slowly began to rise into the air without anybody touching it? If that table
If that
slowly
table
began
slowly
to
began
rise into
to
the air
rise into the air
without anybody
without
touching
anybody
it,
touching
I'd
it,
run out of the
I'd run
room,
out of the room,
etc. Very good.
etc.
Are you wearing a belt? Are you wearing a belt? Yes or no?
No, I'm
I'm
not
not
wearing
a
a
belt.
belt.
Very good. Okay. What do the words hourly, daily, weekly, and monthly mean? What do the words hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly mean? The words hourly. The words hourly, daily, weekly, and yearly means. What do the words hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly mean? The words hourly,
The words
daily,
hourly, May,
daily,
daily,
weekly, monthly,
daily, weekly,
and yearly
monthly, and
means
yearly means
every hour, every day,
every hour, every
every
day,
week,
every
every
week,
month,
and every month,
and
and
every
every
year.
year.
Very good. Do most radio stations have hourly traffic news? Do most radio stations have hourly traffic news? Yes. Most
Yes,
radio
most
stations
radio
have
stations
hourly
have hourly
traffic news.
traffic news.
Which daily newspaper do you read? Which daily newspaper do you read? I read
I read Sankei newspaper
yeah, every day.
every day.
Very good. How many hours of English do you study monthly? How many hours of English do you study monthly? I study
I study sun, 30
hours
hours
of English
of
monthly.
English monthly.
Where do you usually go for your yearly holidays? Where do you usually go for your yearly holidays? I usually go
I usually go
to
to onsen hotel
for my yearly
on
holidays.
my yearly holidays.
Very good. Okay, next. Okay, let me just scroll down. Okay, here we go. Okay, so what's the difference between allow and let? What's the difference between allow and let? The difference
The
between
difference between
allow and let
allowed and read
is that
is that
allow
we
has the
allowed
infinitive
has the
with
infinitive
to after
with
it,
to after it,
whereas let
whereas read
has the infinitive
has the infinitive
without to after it.
without to after it.
Give me an example. Give me an example, please. The doctor
The
allowed
doctor
me to
allowed me
change my
to
appointment.
change my
The
appointment.
doctor
The
let me
doctor
change
let me
my
change
appointment.
my appointment.
Right, what sometimes happen when we let people borrow things that belong to us? What sometimes happen when we let people borrow things that belong to us? When we let people
When we rent people
borrow things
borrow
that
things
belong to us,
that belong to
they
us,
sometimes
they
don't return
sometimes
them.
don't return them.
Do you think it's a good idea to allow children to do as they please? Do you think it's a good idea to allow children to do as they please? No, I don't
No,
think
I don't
it's a
think
good idea
it's a good
to
idea
allow children
to allow the
to
children
do as they
to
please.
do as they please.
But do you think it's dangerous these days to let people we don't know enter our houses? Do you think it's dangerous these days to let people we don't know enter our houses? Yes, I think
Yes,
it's
I think
dangerous
it's
these
dangerous
days
these
to let
days
people
to let
what we
people
don't
with
know
we don't know
enter our houses.
enter our houses.
Right? Do you think more people would kill each other if the law of the country let them? Do you think more people would kill each other if the law of the country let them? Yes or no?
Yes,
I think more
I
people
think more people
would kill each
would
other
kill each
if
other
the law of the
if the
country
law of the
let
country
them.
let them.
Wait, which is it right to say I was let or I was allowed? Which is it right to say I was let or I was allowed? It's right to say
It's right to
I was
say
allowed.
I was allowed
Why? Why? Because we
because
cannot use
we
let
cannot use
in
read
the passive
in
voice.
the positive
Do
voice.
you think students should be allowed to use their mobile phones during lessons? Do you think students should be allowed to use their mobile phones during lessons? Yes or no?
No,
I don't think
I don't
students
think
should be
students
allowed
should be
to
allowed
use their
to
mobile
use their
phone
mobile phone
during lessons.
during lessons.
Very good. Okay, next. Is there a book anywhere in this room? Is there a book anywhere in this room? Yes, there's
Yes,
a book
there's a
somewhere
book
in
somewhere
that room.
in that room.
Is there a radio anywhere in this room? Is there a radio anywhere in this room? No, there
No,
isn't a
there
radio
isn't a radio
anywhere in that room.
in that room.
Very good. If there's nowhere to sit on a bus, what do you have to do? If there's nowhere to sit on a bus, what do you have to do? If there's nowhere
If there's
to
nowhere
sit on a bus,
to sit on the
I
bus,
have to stand.
I have to stand.
Is there anywhere near there I can buy foreign books? Is there anywhere near there I can buy foreign books? Yes or no?
Yes,
There's
I
somewhere
there
near
are
here
somewhere near here
you can buy
you
foreign
can
books.
buy foreign books.
Very good. Is there anywhere in your town I could get my haircut for nothing? Is there anywhere in your town I could get my haircut for nothing? No,
No,
there isn't
there
anywhere
isn't
in
anywhere
this town
in this
you
town
could get
You
your
could get
haircut
your hair cut
for nothing?
for nothing.
Where in the world can a man murder another man without breaking the law? Where in the world can a man murder another man without breaking the law? There's nowhere in
There's
the world
nowhere in the
where
world
a man
where a
can
man
murder another
can
man
murder another man
without breaking the law.
without breaking the law.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? If I could live
If I could live
anywhere in the world,
anywhere in the world,
I'd live in
I'd live in I'd live in
where? Hawaii, London, Europe, America,
Hawaii
Hawaii. Why? Why? Because
because I've never been there.
I've never been there. Very good. Me neither. Okay, next. Do you think it's okay to let dogs run around loose, or do you think they should be kept on a chain? Do you think it's okay to let dogs run around loose, or do you think they should be kept on a chain? Yes or no?
Uh, yes,
I think it's
I
okay
think it's okay
to let dogs
to let
run
dogs
around loose.
run around
Loose.
and around loose.
Run around loose. Maybe the small ones. Right?
Maybe that's
Okay.
maybe
Why do people in hot countries wear loose clothes? Why do people in hot countries wear loose clothes? People in hot
people in
countries
hot countries
wear loose
wear
clothes
loose clothes
to keep themselves
to keep
cool.
themselves cool.
Very good. Are there any loose stones on the road outside your house? Are there any loose stones on the road outside your house? Yes or no?
No,
There
there
aren't
are
any loose stones
any loose
on the
stones
road
on the road
outside my house.
outside my house.
Very good. What does a man sometimes loosen his tie? Why does a man sometimes loosen his tie? A man
A
sometimes
man
loosen
sometimes
his tie
loses his tie
because it's more
because it's
comfortable.
more comfortable.
Very good. What's a storm? What's a storm? A storm
A
is a
storm
short period
is a short
of
period
very bad
of
weather.
very bad weather.
What do we sometimes see and hear in a storm? What do we sometimes see and hear in a storm? We sometimes
We
see
sometimes
lightning.
see lightning.
We sometimes see
We sometimes
lightning
see lightning
and hear
and
thunder
hear thunder
in a storm.
in the storm.
Very good. Okay, so that's the end of our revision. Let's have
Okay,
homework. Okay, repeat blind.
blind.
Very good. Okay, listen. The word blind is an adjective. It means unable to see. For example, blind people read with special books made for them, which they can read by touching the words. Let's practice. How do blind people read? How do blind people read? Blind people read
Blind people
with
read
special books
with special
made for
books
them,
made for
which
them,
they can read
which they can
by
read
touching the words.
by touching the words.
Very good. Next, repeat the devil.
Double.
Very good. Okay, listen. Devil is a noun. Devil is also known as demon or bad spirit. For example, the devil lives in hell. Let's practice. Where does the devil live? Where does the devil live? The devil
The devil
lives in hell.
lives in hell.
Very good. Next, repeat. Ride.
Ride.
One more. Ride.
Ride.
Cycle.
Cycle.
Very good. Okay, listen. Ride is a verb. To ride means to sit on something or an animal, especially a horse, and make it move along. For example, ride a horse, ride a bus, ride a train, etc. I can't ride a horse. I like riding on buses. Cycle is a noun. It is the synonym of bike. Cycle can also be a verb. As a verb, it means to travel by bicycle. We can say, I ride a bike every day or I cycle every day. Let's practice. Can you ride a horse? Can you ride a horse? Yes or no?
No, I
I-
can't ride a horse.
Very good. Do you like riding on buses? Do you like riding on buses? Yes or no?
Yes, I like
Riding on buses.
riding on buses.
What's another way of saying I ride a bike every day? What's another way of saying I ride a bike every day? Another way of
Another
saying
way of
I
saying
ride a bike
I
every
ride a
day
bike every day
is I cycle
is
every
I
day.
cycle every day.
Very good. Next, repeat. May,
May,
can,
can,
one more. Can,
can,
could,
could,
permission,
permission.
Very good. Okay, listen. When we ask for permission to do something, we use the words may, can, or could. For example, may I leave the room, please? Okay, let's practice. What words do we use when we ask for permission to do something? What words do we use when we ask for permission to do something? We use may,
We use may,
can, or could
can, or
when
could
we ask
when we
for
ask
permission
for
to
permission
do something.
to do something.
Give me three examples. Give me three examples, please. May I smoke?
May I
Can
smoke?
I open the
Can
window?
I open the window?
Could I borrow
Could I
your
borrow
pen, please?
your pen, please?
Very good. Next, repeat. One more.
Uh,
Catch.
okay. A catch.
Raincoat.
Raincoat.
Very good. Again, the word catch is a verb. We use the word catch in expressions such as catch a ball, catch a train, catch a cold, etc. Raincoat is the noun. It is a coat that we wear to protect ourselves from rain. For example, if I walk in the rain without wearing a raincoat or carry an umbrella, let's practice. In what kind of expressions do we use the word catch? In what kind of expressions do we use the word catch? We use
We
the word
use the
catch
word
in
catch in
expressions such
expressions
as catch a
such
ball,
as catch a ball,
catch a train,
catch a
catch a
train,
cold,
catch a
etc.
cold, etc.
Very good. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? You're throwing your pen
You are throwing your pen
into the air
into the air
and catching it.
and catching it.
Very good. Are you the kind of person who usually has to run hard at the last moment in order to catch a bus or a train? Are you the kind of person who usually has to run hard at the last moment in order to catch a bus or a train? Yes or no?
Yes,
I'm
I
the kind of
am
person
the kind of person
who usually
who
has to
usually
run hard
has to run hard
at the last moment
at the last
in
moment
order to catch
in order
a
to
bus or a
catch a
train.
bus or train.
If you walk in the rain without carrying an umbrella or wearing a raincoat, what might happen? If you walk in the rain without carrying an umbrella or wearing a raincoat, what might happen? If I walk
If I
in the
walk
rain
in the rain
without carrying
without
an
carrying
umbrella
an umbrella
or wearing a
or
raincoat,
wearing a
I'd
raincoat,
get wet
I get
and
wet
might catch a
and
cold.
might catch a cold.
Very good. Okay, so now let's move on to reading.
Okay.
Okay, very good. So our reading is at stage 4, paragraph page 284. Last headword was present perfect simple. Okay, start at the third question. Has the spring ended?